I do whenever I'm at an event or a race is I make sure that I'm there in plenty of time. So whereas setup pass might be at 6 and teams might not be taking onto the court for the game until 5:45, say, I want to be there at least 4:30 to make sure that I can have a good look round, get used to the lighting, figure out where I'm going to shoot from, get some locations, and more importantly as well, get some build-up stuff. Those build-up preparation kind of pre-match, pre-race, pre-event images are actually quite powerful. They tend to be the ones that add to your image gallery or portfolio and stuff once you've delivered all your images. It's great to have the action shots. It's brilliant to have kind of those in-moment images that are really powerful, but also what happens is if you create lots of candid build-up moments, you actually create a much broader piece of work, and that's really what I always try and achieve, what I always try and do. So yeah, on the way down to Loughborough, should be a good one tonight. This is the second netball game I've ever shot, so I'm still slowly learning the game for definite. Probably be a little bit easier, I guess, shooting today than it was the first game I ever shot was England against Uganda. So yeah, this is one that's going to be a bit different. It's a Super League game, but the standard will still be really high, and it should be good. So we'll see what kind of images we get, really, because we could get some good stuff. So the second part of this video of the Loughborough Lightning netball stuff is actually coming a couple of days late. Yeah, Saturday night was a great busy night. It was awesome. There was so much stuff going on, and then yesterday it was really much a family day and sleeping day before the Super Bowl. So yeah, didn't get a chance to do that. But the cool thing about Saturday was just how well received all the photos were come sort of Saturday night, Sunday morning. They got some really, really great receptions, and they've actually ended up on the BBC News website for the netball coverage for the roundup for the Super League for the week, which is great, and that's about getting my work out there and having more and more people see it, which I think is a really cool thing. And it's just a nice reminder to kind of take a chance on stuff. It's lovely to be able to go to these amazing places and do some great stuff, but sometimes you need to roll the dice and take a chance in order for good things to happen. And Saturday night was very much that. It was me taking a chance and trying to see whether I could play something out, knowing that if I turned up and got some great images and did really, really well and got some great work, that that would cascade and people would get more stuff out of the work that I was putting out, which it was cool. It was really good. It was nice. I'll put a little selection of images on the video as well, so you can kind of see everything and see some of the stuff I've shot. And I'll link the article on the BBC website in the description, and I'll put a link to the whole match gallery in the description as well. It's it's a new sport for me. It's something that I've been looking at doing for the last couple of months. It's something that I followed on from some work in the Liverpool Echo Arena in November. It's just really cool. It's a nice new sport. My stuff seems to fit it really well, and I think that's really what photography in any regard is about. It's about finding those things that fit with what you do and the work you create, rather than trying to force yourself and your work into something that you think should work, or that you really want to do. Find those things where it just naturally seems to fit. A couple of years ago when I started the business, I'd have never have thought about shooting netball at all, and I've really just kind of followed my instincts and followed where things might lead, and that usually pans out quite well. That's usually a good thing in my mind, really. if you do that, usually good stuff happens. You'll know when the stuff doesn't work, and you know when it will, and that's part and parcel of it. So yeah, it was a good night. It was some good stuff, and take a look at some of the photos and let me know what you think.